welcome to Burt Gym for tonight's WISD duel between the UW-La Crosse Eagles and our own UW-Stevens Point Pointers. At this time, would you please rise for the playing of our national anthem? To recognize our 2024 seniors. First, Mohammed Abaza from Waukesha, Wisconsin, parents Nargis and Ruslan. Mo is majoring in computer information systems. He expects to graduate in May of 2025. Upon graduation, he hopes to freelance in AI coding and or work for Century as a software developer. He lists his favorite memory as traveling to Virginia for the NCAAs with his teammates. Congratulations, Mo. Next is Tristan Alenzi from Fort Byron, Illinois, parents Dawn and Josh. Tristan is majoring in fisheries and aquatic science with a biology minor. He is expected to graduate in spring of 2024. He plans to work in the field of fisheries upon graduation. Tristan was an NWCA Scholar All-American in 2023 and finished 4th at the Upper Midwest Regional. Tristan is a 4-year letter winner and led the team in falls last season. He is a member of the team's leadership group. His favorite memory of UWSP wrestling is team building at CWS. Congratulations, Tristan. Next is Ryan Dykes from Carpentersville, Illinois, parents Ingrid and Kelly. Ryan is a marketing major and is expected to graduate in the spring of 2024. He plans to work in the sports marketing area upon graduation. Ryan's favorite memory is just hanging out with the guys. It feels like family to him. Congratulations, Ryan. Next is Sam Johnson from Everett, Wisconsin, parents John and Jennifer. Sam is majoring in physical education, currently student teaching, and expects to graduate in spring of 2024. Upon graduation, Sam plans to find a teaching job in physical education and hopes to coach as well. Sam's favorite memory is the team's trip to Alabama this winter. Congratulations, Sam. Next is Cooper Peterson from Cannon Falls, Minnesota, parents Scott and Lisa. Cooper is an elementary education major and is expected to graduate in the spring of 2024. He is also currently student teaching and plans to find a job teaching upon graduation. He has been on the YX Scholastic Honor Roll for 3 years and the Dean's List every semester. Cooper is a 4-year letter winner and a member of the team's leadership group. His favorite memories of UWSP wrestling are spending time and making memories with his teammates and coaches. Congratulations, Cooper. Last is Blaze Thurber from Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin. Parents are Renee and Scott. Blaze is majoring in health promotion and wellness. He expects to graduate in 2024. His goal is to work in a health department close to home where he graduates. Blaze is a 4-year letter winner and member of the team's leadership group. His favorite UWSP wrestling memory is traveling to Roanoke, Virginia to watch the NCAA tournament last year. Congratulations, Blaze, and congratulations, Scott. And now here are the lineups for tonight's duel. The match will start at 125 pounds. At 125 pounds for UW-La Crosse, the freshman with a record of 20 and 10 from Wales, Wisconsin, Quinton Walbert. For the Pointers, a junior from Oak Creek with a record of 12 and 3, Luca Paladino. At 133 pounds for UW-La Crosse, a senior with a record of 7 7 and 9 from Burlington, Wisconsin, Zach Weiler. For UWSP, a senior from Nakusa with a record of 6 and 11, Blaze Thurber. At 141 pounds for UW-La Crosse, a junior with a record of 10 and 6 from Wanakee, Sam Lorenz. For UWSP, a senior from Cannon Falls, Minnesota with a record of 6 and 10, Cooper Peterson. At 159 pounds for UW-La Crosse, a junior with a record of 15 and 0 from Waterford, Wisconsin, number 2, Tyler Gable. For UWSP, a freshman from Germantown with a record of 12 and 8, Reese Thornberry. At 157 pounds for UW-La Crosse, a junior with a record of 13 and 7 from McGuanago, Cole Hansen. For the Pointers, a freshman from Waupun with a record of 12 and 13, Easton Hall. At 165 pounds for UW-La Crosse, a senior with a record of 4 and 3 from Eshwabanon, number 8, Noah Lesgang. For the Pointers, a junior from Enugu with a record of 16 and 9, Josh Hoist. At 174 pounds for UW-La Crosse, a sophomore with a record of 18 and 7 from Marshfield, Cameron Deni. For UWSP, a junior from Houston with a record of 16 and 6, Carson Trotrer. At 184 pounds for UW-La Crosse, a junior with a record of 14 and 2 from Fond du Lac, number 9, Marcus Alenzi. For UWSP, a junior from Fort Byron, Illinois with a record of 14 and 8, Tristan Alenzi. At 197 pounds for the Eagles, a junior with a record of 17 and 2 from Oak Creek, number 3, Ben Kovchinsky. For the Pointers, a sophomore from Lamora with a record of 12 and 8, Logan Neitzel. At heavyweight, UW-La Crosse, a junior with a record of 15 and 0 from Belmont, Wisconsin, number 3, Michael Douglas. For the Pointers, a junior from Purposeville, Illinois with a record of 11 running backs. UW-La Crosse is coached by David Miller. UW-Stevens Point is coached by John Hansen.
How about now? Good. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get started here at 125 pounds. Wrestling for the Pointers, we've got Luca Paladino versus Quentin Walbert from UWL. See how these gentlemen get us started off tonight.
Let's go, Q.
Paladino taking a low stance to get his shot set up here. Trying to work that outside arm, possibly go for that sweep. Both wrestlers staying in good position here, waiting for somebody to get out of position. Setting up some attacks, trying to find some windows. Paladino working that outside elbow again. No action yet. Quick flurry of shots back and forth here. Good action out of both wrestlers. Paladino trying to work those reshots. Getting into a front head position. Scrambling. Gives up a 3 takedown. Paladino quick up to his feet. Mat returned. He's got his legs crossed, trying to get his feet back under him. And they're out. Paladino going to be looking to make a quick move off the whistle here. Had good success getting up to his feet so far. Just needs to turn that into an escape. Paladino with the switch. Wasn't there. Working those knees back under. He's up on his toes again and gets the one. Score of 3-1 now. Paladino down by 2. Gets down in that low stance, trying to look for his opening. Been a great defense so far by Walbert from UWL. Paladino is going to have to try and find a crack in that armor. He's going for the sweep. Wasn't quite there. Good sprawl. Into a reshot. He's on the edge. No takedown for either wrestler so far. Nothing yet. They're near the edge here. Paladino could have a reset if he wants it. He's going to try to double off here. No takedown yet. No takedown. And time. Whew. Close position there by Paladino. Almost came out ahead on the period. Paladino gets choice, and he chooses down. Going to try to replicate probably that switch again right off the whistle here if I was to bet. Try to turn that switch into a stand-up if he can't hit the reversal. And here we go. There was that switch again. Wasn't there. Gets that stand-up, though. He's trying to fight a hand. Matt returned. Paladino's got his arm behind his back right now. Needs to get his hand back out in front of him. Trying to do that. He's up back to his feet. Hands are free, and he's out. Score of 2-3 now. Takedown would give Paladino a 2-point lead. It was really close at the end of last period. See if he can set up that outside sweep again. He seemed to have success on that last period. There's that fake. Look to see Paladino go for that fake high crotch into an outside sweep. Both wrestlers handling themselves very well defensively so far in this match. Paladino on that front head. There's an opportunity to turn this into a reshot. It's good head position. Doesn't like it. Fake. Paladino trying to set up some future takedowns with all these fakes here. Paladino working that inside position. Trying to set up his attack. Looking for that arm drag. There's that high crotch attempt again. Got short time here, only about 15 seconds left. He's going to get a takedown now, would be the time. He's got one leg. Trying to keep his head high here. If he can spin around. Nope, no two. No takedown, no takedown. Another close scramble there between Walbert and Paladino. Walbert chooses down. Gonna be up to Paladino to try and be tough on top here. We haven't seen Paladino in a position where he's had a chance to be on top yet. It'd be interesting to see if he tries to work some turns. Looking for an okey-chokey there. Wasn't quite there. Slips a leg right in. Goes cross-body. Going for that power half. He's a little high. Going for the spladle. If he can slide down on that leg. Good bail. Score of 2-4. Paladino's down by 2. Takedown puts him up here. He's been in on the legs all match. Just needs to put one away here. He's back in on a single. Paladino looking to double off. Switches to the opposite side leg. Doubles off. That wasn't there. Pulls the single leg out. Cover behind the hips. Loses his grip. Goes back in for another shot. It's a scramble. No takedown yet. Ooh. Takedown on the edge of the mat. Walbert just barely kept that left toe in to get that takedown there. Paladino is now down 2-7. Gonna look to get an escape. Get a takedown. Expect to see that switch again. Walbert's hanging on that ankle there. Paladino tried the other side switch. That one wasn't there either. He's got to bring his knees back under him. Paladino's up, gets the one. He's got to put his foot on the gas here. Needs about 4 points in the last 30 seconds here. There's takedown. He cuts him. Gonna give him one. Walbert is stalling. Not getting up off the bottom. He has a chance to put this away. Just one more takedown. That's all he needs. No takedown yet. Takedown for Walbert. 2 seconds left. Paladino loses by decision. Or, excuse me, major there. He got near fall. Final score of 6 to, I think it was 15, if I saw the referee's hand right. Yeah, final score of 15-6.
Up next at 133 pounds from UW-La Crosse, and from UWSP,
Okay. What's the team score at? 4-0 right now. For the pointers here, we've got Blaze Thurber wrestling Zach Weller. Blaze tries to go for an outside sweep there. No points scored by either wrestler so far. Good defenses by both wrestlers. Blaze trying to work that outside elbow position. Be interesting to see if he goes to that left side of Weller. Appears to have some kind of tape or brace on that left arm there. Fighting wrists. Not a whole lot of action out of UWL so far. Got about a minute left in this first period here. Neither wrestler has really kind of figured out a way to get to their attack yet. Thurber has a chance for a reshot here. He's in good position. He's got an arm. Got that over position. Doesn't like it. Backs out of it. Still fighting hands here. Thurber back to that outside elbow position. Attempts to sweep there, gets reshot on. No takedown yet. No control, no control. No takedown there. Good reaction by Thurber. He was able to get up off the mat before UWL could get control, so that ends up being no takedown for either wrestler. End of our first period, the score is 0-0. Choice going into the second period will be pretty important. Most likely determine who's going to have the first points of the match here. Thurber's going to choose down, looking to get a quick escape here, put points on the board, get himself rolling. And Thurber attempts to switch to stand up. He's got a hand, he's feeling a hand out. He's doing a good job of staying on his feet. Still fighting that hand underneath. He can peel a hand off, he can stand up. Thurber seems to be stuck a little bit here. He's still hanging on to a hand down there. Trying to work his way up, get his feet back under him. Wheeler seemed to weather the first initial storm Thurber threw out there in the first couple seconds. Now things get a little bit harder. Thurber's still working hands underneath there. Official letting both wrestlers know they need to work to improve or they're going to get called for stalling. Weller doing a great job of breaking Thurber's base down. With a stalling warning on Blaze Thurber. Which doesn't quite agree with that one. Can't say I do either. Changeover out of Thurber here would be a great way to get up out of that cross body ride. Got about 15 seconds left in this period. If Thurber could get an escape here in the last 10 seconds, that'd be huge. Five seconds left. With that, Weller has a significant riding time advantage of about 2 minutes. Meaning that at the end of the match, if Blaze doesn't get some riding time of his own, Weller will get 1 point. So even though the score is 0-0 right now, you could almost count it as 0-1. Weller gets the reversal, and Thurber's back down on bottom. Blaze is looking to get some action moving here towards the end of this match. Still a very winnable match. An escape could change the landscape entirely here. Another stalling warning on Thurber here. He isn't getting much help from the officiating side of things in this match. Score is now 3-0. Stalling warning red. Interesting. Blaze still trying to work up off the bottom here. Needs to get that hand back. He's got his right arm trapped by his side right now by Willer. Thurber gets that arm back, trying to work his knees back underneath of him. About 15 seconds left here. About 5 seconds left here. A little bit of life, and a little too late. Thurber loses 4-0. Puts our team score 0 for the Pointers, 7 for the Eagles.
Up next at 141 pounds from UW-La Crosse and UWSP.
Yeah, Peterson here wrestling Lorenz. Peterson currently trying to fight out of that front head position. Trying to get his head out from underneath. There he is, free. Gonna try to work into his own attack now. Going for those. Good sprawl by Peterson. Way to block that sweep. Peterson's trying to work his arms in for an underhook. Goes for that sweep of his own. Wasn't quite there. Peterson back to fighting out of that front head position. Great defense out of both wrestlers so far here. And the stalemate called by the official. Not a whole lot of progress being made in that position there. Peterson goes back to looking to set up his attacks. He's got that outside arm. Inside head position. Most likely looking to set up another sweep. See if he can get into the position he wants. Lorenz being heavy on these front heads in this first period. Take a lot out of a wrestler to be sitting in that position. Interesting to see how Peterson handles it. Peterson defends that outside leg. Still in that front head position. Trying to go to that underhook. Trying to peel an arm off. And the official calls another stalemate. At a certain point, you would think you'd start to call stalling on red, since red is the one forcing this action. But outside sweep by Lorenz. Peterson's trying to sprawl out of it. He's got a whizzer in tight. No 2 for Lorenz yet. Peterson's not in it. Gives it up. Bails out. Lorenz has got a leg right in on Peterson right now. He's going to that power half position. Going cross body now. He's holding on to that ankle. That's a stalling position. Peterson needs to try and get that figure forward leg back out underneath of him so he can start to work up. Otherwise, there's not a whole lot he can do here. Lorenz trying to pry those hips open with that figure 4. And that's the end of our first period. Red defers here going into the second, and Peterson chooses both up. Score is 3-0 right now. Peterson with a sprawl. Lorenz goes right back to the outside sweep. Peterson doing the front head this time. He's got a good position. He's trying to get him heavy, trying to get him to put his hands down on the mat. Look for a shuck by. Peterson heavy here, real heavy. Another stalemate called by the official. here we go. About a minute and a half left in the second period. Peterson back to that good inside head position. He's going to have to try and keep his forehead up so he doesn't get put back into that front head. He hits the sweep. He's got his arms locked up. He hooks the leg. He's just got to pop his head out, and he's got 3. Peterson in great position here. Needs to push that left knee out of his way, try to pop that head out. No takedown yet, no takedown yet. Once this head pops out, how do you, would not be a stalemate I would call personally, but it is what it is. Peterson's gonna have to go back to working those attacks. He burned him on that last one. He was way, way deep. Back in that good inside head position. Trying to work out of that underhook that he's in right now. He doesn't like to be there. Not quite, couldn't quite finish the takedown. Appears as though his headgear slipped off under there. Once they get a chance here, the whistle, the ref's gonna blow the whistle and give him a chance to put that back on. Tough period there, tough period. Lorenz chooses down here going into the third. Peterson's down 3-0. So still a winnable match, still very close. One turn here could change the score entirely. Peterson gives up the reversal. Down 5-0 now. Gotta look to get out. He's gotta look to keep those knees close together. Try to catch that leg as he tries to throw in that leg right again. There it is, trying to put that right leg in. Peterson, good job of defending it. Peterson's trying to peel a hand off so he can get up and out. Lorenz is trying to dig that leg right in again. Peterson defends it again. Peterson's up on his hands and knees. Lorenz is high, slips that leg in. Wasn't quite ready to catch it that time. Lorenz trying to work that power half. Peterson needs to try and slip that leg out of that figure 4 so he can get his base back underneath of him. Lorenz still working that power half. Got about 30 seconds left here. Peterson's starting to build his base back underneath of him here. Try to mule kick that leg out. Start to work on his escape. About 10 seconds left here. And that's it. Final score of that match is 6-0. Our team score is Pointers 0, Eagles 10.
Up next at 149 pounds from UW-La Crosse, over to Tyler Goble, and from UW-Stevens Point, is Thornberry.
So our next match here, we've got Reese Thornberry versus Tyler Goble. Tyler Goble is the ranked number 2 wrestler for 149 in the country for Division 3. Expect to see a competitive match here. Some good action right off the whistle here. Thornberry trying to feel him out. Goble gets in on a shot. Thornberry, good sprawl, breaks that block. He's on the edge here. Trying to settle it down a little bit, control the pace. Working that inside shoulder. getting heavy on the head. High crotch by Goble. No takedown yet. Thornberry's in a good position to try and fight it. Still no takedown. Thornberry giving a good fight. Still no takedown here. He locks his hands on the back of Thornberry here. It could be 2 or 3. Still no takedown. Still no takedown. And there's 3. Right at the last second there. Thornberry gets an escape as he's going out and shoots him out. Way to control the pace of the match there by Thornberry. Coach Johnson wants to have a discussion about I would assume, the takedown there. Pleading his case about whether or not Goble had control long enough to be constituted a takedown. And looks like his complaints fell on deaf ears. Don't blame him for it. It was close. I believe the rule as written is the wrestler needs to establish control of the bottom wrestler before he can be awarded a takedown. And there is time for reaction time. Whatever you would constitute reaction time is up to each official. So either way, Thornberry's back into it, on his feet again here, trying to set up his takedown, getting a heavy head, trying to get his hand back. Good fake by Goble there. Thornberry trying to set up his attacks here with some fakes. He's got Goble's arm there. In on a high crotch again. Caught that arm, he couldn't finish it. Good defense by Thornberry there. Needs to get to his attack. He's trying to get that Russian. Wasn't quite there. Got about 30 seconds left in the first period here. Trying to do that pass by. And gives up the leg. Good sprawl though. No takedown. And he gives up 3. Good action, good action. Thornberry back on his feet right away. He can get 1 here to end this period. Potential stalling by Goble here. He can't hang out there. He can't hang out there. No escape there. Close though. Score going into the second period is 1 point UWSP, 6 points for UWL. Thornberry gonna look to get an escape here. He's up on his feet, gets his 1. He's got some work to do here. He's down by 4. So far, his takedowns just haven't really haven't quite went his way. He's been getting in on some good shots, hasn't quite finished them yet. Look to see if he can get this next one. Just trying to work that heavy head, that Russian. Good sprawl by Thornberry. See if he goes to the reshot here. Go for that outside sweep. No. Thornberry in on the shot. Head inside single. He's going to look to double off here, it looks. Nope, he's going to come out the back. He's going to try to hook that leg. Thornberry's in a good position. He's high. And if he can lock his hands up here, no. Needs to get around behind. Nothing yet, nothing yet. Good defense by Goble there. Thornberry goes for that front head. He's got the leg, it's right there. He can hit that outside sweep, it's right there. Got about 20 seconds left here. He goes for that sweep on the outside. Wasn't quite there. Look for a shuck by here. 10 seconds left in this period. Three seconds left here. And time. Another takedown that so close. Wasn't quite there. Thornberry goes for an optional start here. He's going to let Goble off before the whistle starts and try to take him down. Score right now is 7-2. Thornberry in on another shot. He's high again. He needs to stay head high here. He needs to stay head high. He's in good position. Still fighting through here. And no takedown. Man, a lot of close shots by Thornberry here. Be a very different match if we could get a finish on one of those. Really close. Thornberry's been pushing the pace here. He seems to be in a little bit better shape than Goble. He's been pushing the pace for the last 4 or 5 minutes here. Look to see him take another shot. We go for that pass by. And nice blast double by Goble. Gets another takedown on Thornberry. Score of 10. Reversal to his back. He's got him on his back. And he stuck him. He stuck him. Stuck him right on his back. Huge match by Thornberry. Oh. There you go. Somebody was ready to be done with the match and somebody wasn't. Thornberry showed up and wanted to win. Nothing like showing some grit there in the end of the match. Great toss to his back and stuck him, planted him right there on top of his shoulder blades. Beautiful match by Thornberry there. Next one here, we've got Cole Hansen from UWL versus Easton Hall. With that, our team score is 6 for the Pointers, 10 for the Eagles. Huge momentum shift there by Thornberry. Puts the Pointers back within striking distance of this team score. Look to see our freshman Hull here improve on the position some more. Good action out of both wrestlers here so far. Kind of trying to feel each other out, see where they can get those shots set up. Hull trying to work that wrist position, 2-on-1. Trying to keep him on his toes there. Good double. Gonna try to pick a side. Hull's gonna try to come out the back here. High head wins here, high head wins here. Hull's sprawling. He's got good position for the sprawl. No takedown. Another not quite finished position. Hull looking for that reshot. Pointers have been struggling a little bit on finishing their takedowns tonight. Hull looks to finish the next takedown. He gets in on working on that inside position. Trying to get some movement out of Hansen here. Hull with the sprawl. Looking for that reshot. He's in the front head position. Outside sweep. He's got the leg. It's up high. Hull gives up the takedown. And they're out. Score of 3-0. Hall's going to try and get a quick escape here. Look for that quick switch to the inside here. Nope, just a stand up. Hall could draw some stalling here. He cannot wait there. Hansen throws in the leg. See if Hull works to improve here. Got about 5 seconds left in the match. I would not be surprised to see Hull choose neutral if he gets the choice here. I don't know if he's super enthused about going back to that leg ride position. Seen a lot of leg rides out of UWL tonight. And we have a little bit of a stoppage here. Clean up some blood on the mat. Hansen looks to do that leg ride again. Hull's going to have to work to keep his knees tight together down on bottom. Keep his arms in tight and try to catch one of those legs as Hansen's trying to bring it in over the top. If he can catch one, then he can pop out just like that. See if he chooses neutral or down here. Chooses neutral. Hull's going to be looking to get an attack here. Chose neutral because he didn't want to eat up a bunch of clock down on bottom. So we'll see if he can get, that'll work out for him if he can get a takedown here. Gets for that outside pick. Wasn't quite there. Hull almost had that outside ankle pick. Keeping good head position. So far he's been moving Hansen around the mat pretty much as he wants. Hull has that outside elbow. Possibly looking for a pass by, yep. Sprawls. Look for a reshot here. Tried to go for the pass by. And then there's the blast double. Not quite there. And we're in a dogfight. Hull gives up the leg again. He's got a whizzer in. He hasn't given it up yet. He's fighting. Got his leg back down. Good position for Hull. Really needs to hammer those hips down to the mat. Try to fight that outside leg like he's got. He's reaching for that outside ankle. And stalemate. Quick stalemate's called tonight. Don't know whether I'm a fan of them or not. In that case, I think it was all right for us, but goes for that outside single again. Hull's trying to work that attack again. He's got that inside position, going for that 2-on-1 wrist. Trying to make that first contact at the shoulder. Got that outside elbow again, goes to the pass by. Wasn't quite there. And that's the end of our second period. Red's choice this period. UWL chooses down. It's 3-0 right now. Very still winnable match for Hull here. You could see another turn like we did in our last match. See what Hull tries to go for. Looks like he's going for a leg ride of his own. He's got the leg in that backpack position. Hull's got to keep his head up. And he has to bail. Gives up the one there. Good move there. He's in a dangerous position. Is either give up one or potentially get put to your back there. So good choice by Hull. Now he needs to go back to those attacks. Cole's going to be looking for 2 takedowns this period, or a takedown and a turn. Hansen's been a tough wrestler in this neutral position, hasn't given up any takedowns so far. Kind of fitting our theme of tonight, a lot of takedowns that just weren't quite there. Cole with that outside elbow position. Still trying to push the pace. I think we're seeing another situation of a little bit of a difference in conditioning here. Cole seems to still be actively going at it, or Hansen just seems to be backing away. I guess the official was thinking the same thing I was. There's stalling on red there. Cole in on another shot. Not a great spot. He probably is going to want to work out here. Good. If he can shoot again here without getting shot on, he might get one for a stalling. Then he'd only need a takedown to tie it up. Cole needs to push the pace here. He's got that outside elbow again. He goes for the pass by. Shot in. Head inside. Needs to pick a side. He's coming out the back. High head wins here. High head wins here. It's a scramble. Still nothing. No takedown there. Match score of 4-0 makes our team score 13-6. We've got Josh Hoist for UWSP and Noah Lesgang for UWL. Noah's the number 8 ranked wrestler at 165 for Division 3. Look to see some good action here. Hess is running his fakes so far, trying to get him on his toes. Trying to throw him off a little bit. Working that inside position. Inside collar tie. Going for that pass by. Isn't quite there. Both wrestlers trying to find a way to get their attacks here. Hoist, no takedown yet. Gives up the 3. It's a quick pass by Lesgang. Blinked and you would have missed it. Hoist's going to be looking to do that changeover in that spiral ride. There you go. There's a changeover. He stands up. He's going to need to do the changeover to the other side now. Trying to fight that top wrist, top hand. Hoist still on bottom here, trying to roll that wrist out. A lot of time spent in parallel by Red here. Red still in parallel. Needs to get out to the side here soon or he might get dinged for a stalling warning. Warning green in this case. Not a whole lot of change going on here. Hoist is trying to fight his wrists. Trying to roll his wrists out. Hoist trying to fight out of that spiral. UWL chooses down here. Hoist trying to work that chop. He's got to get some pressure forward here. Hoist brings the leg up. Going to look for this back trip here. Going to pull him back in. Stalling warning green. Hoist gets a stalling warning there because as the top wrestler, you cannot hang on to the bottom wrestler on your feet like that. Saves the escape, but does give up one for stalling here. Hoist back to that chop. Lesgang working to his feet here. Hoist with a locked hands call. Another point for red here. Got him from the transition from going to hands and feet to just his feet. Hoist must have been a little late to unlock his hands. What's our score at? 6-0 right now after that escape. Hoist has got some ground to make up. And we got blood time. Alrighty. Hoist in that front head position here. Trying to work for that shuck by potentially. And stalemate. Another quick stalemate call there. Hoist is going to look to get some offense here in the last 15 seconds. Good sprawl. He can reshot here. Potentially a high crotch. And duck under by UWL. Puts him up 9-0. Hoist's choice here. Chooses neutral. Expect to see some big moves here. Looking for some throws, looking for some pinning combinations. Hoist has got a lot of points he needs to make up. Score is currently 9-0. Hoist going for that front head. Tight front head position. That is not a fun position to be in. Pops his head out. Hoist back to that front head position. Nope, just inside head position there. Trying to go for that duck under. Good action there by Hoist. Hoist going to that underhook. Doesn't like it, backs out of it. Hoist goes for that outside sweep. Goes for that overhook. Got the overhook and the front head here. Look for the shuck by. Hoist has got to try to make some offensive progress here. Got about 35 seconds left. It's do or die time. Looking for a big move out of Hoist. Blocks that blast double. Hoist back in that front head position. Got about 10 seconds left here. Hoist just can't quite get that offense going yet. And that's how our third period is going to end. Final score of 9-0. That will be a major for UWL, putting our team score at 17-6. Next up, so we've got Deni versus Trotrer here. Carson trying to work into his position here. Trying to set up those fakes. Get him moving. Carson with that front head position. Tries for that outside trip. Wasn't there. Carson goes back to the front head. Working a lot of shots here. Got some good action out of Trotrer here. Goes for the underhook. Oh, he tries to throw him. Wasn't quite there. Look, that looks like it's going to be a takedown for Trotrer. Beautiful. The away crowd not too happy with that call there. Don't really know what they're talking about, but takedown there, 3-0. Trotrer down on that leg, going for the cradle. Good defense by Deni. Cradle wasn't quite there. Trotrer going for the far side cradle. Wasn't there either. Puts the double legs in. He's got that power half in as well. Cranking on it. It's not a fun position to be in. He's a little high. He needs to be careful. Trotzer's a little high. Deni is reaching from underneath, trying to pull him off the top. Trotrer sinks back. Sinks back into a little bit safer position. In that crab position right now. Trotrer high again. No, nothing yet. Trotrer doesn't give anything up. Good. Good defense there. Trotrer needs to stay back a little bit on these leg rides. Goes for that cradle again, isn't there. Gives up the one. Whew. A little bit of a flurry we had going on there. Carson's going to look to get a takedown again here. He's been in pretty good control of the match so far. Sprawl. Look for that reshot. There's the high crotch. Ooh, Fireman's to his back. And he doesn't have enough time to get the fall. Gets for near fall though. Big, big move by Carson there. Takes our score from 3-1 to 10-1. Trotrer could make this duel winnable for his team if he can get a fall here. Trotrer trying to work off the bottom so far. He's getting his feet under him, he's up. He's trying to fight off that cradle. Good fight. Hits the throw. Gets 3 out of it. Woo. Committed to that over-under throw there. Didn't quite get the throw all the way through, but he does pull out a takedown from it. And they are out of bounds, making our score 12-1. If Carson can get another turn here, he could get a tech fall, but I'm sure he's probably looking for the 6. Chop arm there. Try to get that arm bar in. He's going to try to go to that outside arm and chop. Oh, going for that tilt. Doesn't quite have it. Reversal called and a defensive pin. Wow. Wow. So for those of you following along at home that might be a little confused as to what just happened right there, Carson was attempting to go for a tilt when he got stuck on his back, which if he's stuck on his back for long enough will count as defensive takedown. And then since he was stuck to his back, he also gave up a pin. Not very often you see that. Very unfortunate. Makes our team dual score 23-6. Big swing in the Eagles' favor there. Alenzi doing a good job of trying to set the pace here so far. Alenzi is wrestling Marcus Orlandoni, who is ranked number 9 in Division III at 184. Just so you folks are aware, we do have a forfeit for the Pointers tonight at 285. So 197, our match with Logan Neitzel, will be our last match of the night. Alenzi working that underhook in that collar tie position. He's in good position here. In on that shot, outside sweep. Doesn't quite get it. Alenzi trying to fight his head back into inside position here. Orlandoni doing a great job of keeping that inside head position so far, making it pretty difficult for Alenzi to try and work his offense. Got about 20 seconds left here. Neither wrestler giving an inch outside sweep by UWL here. Alenzi doing a good job of sprawling. No takedown yet. He's got about 10 seconds left if he can hang on here. And he gives up. Oh, he gives up the takedown. Did he give up any near fall? I think I saw 2 swipes there. No near fall there for red. Official must have decided he didn't quite get 2 swipes in there. Good break for Alenzi there. Score of 3-0. Reversal right off the whistle here. Alenzi stays around behind him. Trying to bring him back down to the mat for a mat return. He's going to get his hip to the outside here and pick him up. Returns him. Goes to that chop. Trying to work to that wrist. Alenzi seems to have survived that initial spurt of activity. Now he gets a chance to kind of settle into his ride here. Really work what he wants to work. Keeping that wrist in the backpack position here. He's got to be careful about getting his head high. Got to keep his pressure forward here. Got that spiral ride. Alenzi trying to go for that coffee grinder. He's got that arm. Sticks an arm bar in. See if he works a turn out of this. He needs to get that pressure forward. Not a whole lot he can do. UWL is still on his knees here. And he gives up one. Score of 4-0. Got about 44 seconds left in our second period here. Alenzi looking to put some points on the board. Both wrestlers trying to work their attacks here. 20 seconds left in this period. Alenzi goes to that outside sweep. Not quite there. Needs to put a little bit more gas on it than that. Seem to be a little bit of a running out of steam here, both wrestlers. That was a exciting period. We'll see who wants it more going into this last period. We've seen Stevens Point bring some matches back from the brink here before tonight. Alenzi working up to his feet in his quad pod position. Trying to pull that hand off. And he's up. Trying to pull a wrist off, and he's out. One escape, 1 point for Alenzi. Alenzi on that inside position again. This is where the match gets down to who wants it more. One takedown puts Alenzi at a tie score. Good high crotch by UWL here. Alenzi didn't give up a takedown. Nothing yet here. He's still in a good position, and he gives him the takedown. Alenzi needs to go now. He's got about a minute left. And Alenzi gets the escape here. 2-7. Big move to put him back in here. Expect to see some underhooks, some potential throws. Alenzi gives up the double. Putting our match score to 10-2. 10-2. Got about 20 seconds left here. Ten seconds left here. And time. Good match by Alenzi there. Good fight. Makes our team score now 26-6. Logan Neitzel is wrestling Ben from UWL. Not going to attempt that last name. Ben is the third-ranked wrestler in the country at 197. Neitzel's just out here wrestling for himself. takedown for UWL there. Score of 3-0, and they're out. Neitzel has a chance to respond in the score here. Try to establish himself with some points. See the leg ride. Leg ride from UWL here. Not a whole lot of times you see guys this big putting in the leg ride like that. Be interesting to see what he does. Neitzel digs it out. Good defense. Getting those knees back underneath of him. He's looking like he's going to throw in the leg ride on the other side. Neitzel can keep that leg pinned to the mat. He can get himself an escape here. And stalemate called. Look to see that leg ride come in again. Neitzel did a good job of blocking that window, and he's out. As Neitzel was standing up there, he had his elbow in tight on his left side trying to block that leg. Seems like UWL is a little bit predictable on top. Neitzel trying to work his attack. He's got that Russian. Looking to do a pass by. Neitzel goes for that outside pick. He's got the leg. Good position here. It's a neutral position. Both wrestlers have a leg. It's looking like it might end up being a stalemate. Neitzel's elevating that leg. Whoever can elevate it higher is going to get the takedown. Neitzel going to look for that back trip potentially. There's that back trip. Wasn't quite there. Going to try to double it off. Come out the backside. Neitzel's going to try to come up behind him here. He's got 15 seconds left. If he's going to make a move, he needs to do it now. Tough whizzer by UWL here. And no takedown. 5 seconds left in our match here, or in our period. That's the end of the first. Red chooses down going into our second period here. Neitzel got that spiral ride. Trying to look for this mat return, and he doesn't quite have it. Shooting him off, though. Trying to control the pace of the match. A score of 4-1 right now. Neitzel is down by 3. Another almost takedown in that last period that you can add to the tally for tonight. Neitzel trying to work those pass bys. Got that collar tie. Going for the Russian, and he gives up the leg. Neitzel sprawling. He's not quite there yet. No takedown yet. Neitzel can get out. And nothing. They're out of bounds. Good reaction by Neitzel there. Did a great job of not giving up on the position. Wasn't quite expecting that single leg off that Russian. Neitzel trying to keep him on his toes here, trying to mix it up with some fakes. Neitzel in on that single. Head inside, he needs to get his And down on the mat he is. That gives up the 3 there. Score of 7-1. Knight still trying to work back up to his base here. He's got a couple seconds left. 2, 1, and that's a period. Third period here. It's going to be Neitzel's choice. We'll see what he chooses. Chooses down. Watch those knees together, elbows in tight. Be careful for the leg ride here on the left side. Neitzel hasn't given it up yet. He's still trying to put that leg in. Can't sit on that ankle forever. He throws the leg right in on the opposite side. Neitzel, however, has a hand on it. He's pulling it out, pinning it to the mat. If he can get his knees back under him here, he's in a good position. And stalemate. Quick move off the whistle. Neitzel turns inside. Gives up that leg ride again. He's going for a tilt. Not quite there. Neitzel's got to fight off his back here. Gives up the 4 near fall. Fights that wrist off. He's in a decent position. He could roll out here. To stay off his shoulder. No, looks like no pin here. Shoulder isn't quite on the mat on that far side. Neitzel fights his way back down. Only gives up the 4. Puts our match score at 11-1. UWL puts the leg right in on the opposite side this time. Going for that same combination. Cross-body tilt. Got about 3 seconds left. And that is the match. Neitzel gives up a major decision, leaving our final score for the night at 36-6. Pointers 6, Eagles 36. Again, we have a forfeit at heavyweight, so that is our duel tonight, everybody. Thank you for tuning in.